everyone, today is an exciting video because I will be doing a 1,000,001 video about the PrintPression Weeks, which I have just received in the mail, and the only thing I took out was my billing information and then a coupon that came with it. But other than that, I have not taken a peek into what's inside. Hopefully you do not see anything personal, and I think there is also a business card. So PrintPression and all the contact information, and then as you can see, I purchased the gray PrintPression Weeks. I have not even taken out the cello, but I'll address the cover later. So it is a planner with 12 blank monthlies, 52 weeks on 2 page, and those are the measurements. I do know that it is, I think, a little bit bigger than the Hobonichi, which I do not have because I am very much so team hell no Hobonichi. But that is an explanation for another video. But as far as it goes, I got the gray one. However, there's kind of like a nice little bonus Jonas in that it is very shimmery, and hopefully you can see that. It's really nice. And then there's the branding on the back. And then as far as exterior, I also got the jelly cover, I guess, the PVC cover, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put it on. I'm just gonna do this. But this came free with the first 300 orders. I personally do not need it for what I will be doing with it. The PP Weeks is, I believe, the shorthand term for it that the planner community will be going with. So for the PP Weeks, the PrintPression Weeks, if you will, wow, she's snug. Okay, is this the right side? Yeah. Oh my god, I cannot do anything without a hair getting somewhere. What was I saying? Okay, she's snug, but for the purpose I'll be using for this, I don't necessarily need a cover. I'm not putting it in my purse or taking it out anywhere. It'll just basically be on my desk for... I am struggling. Oh my god. Why am I... She's tight. You know, maybe that's because there's a better way to go about this. As you can see, I am very new to the whole non-Erin Condren situation and TNs, because I don't really follow planner trends because I'm just annoying like that. Again, lots of time for another video, explanation for another video really, but I'm struggling. But when I saw this peaked on Andrea's Instagram first, I saw that this was love at first sight and I needed it, and so I immediately followed Kane for all of the info, and I am actually breaking this. Ooh, this is great. So I think once I put this on, there's no getting it back off. Okay, I'm bending it. Oh my god. What a good time. Oh my god. I'm probably just dumb. Y'all, why am I like this? Anyways, okay, I'm just dumb. That was a lot less carnage that needed to happen, because I could just bent it backwards, but again, she's in there now. Okay, and then as far as the interior goes, there of the jelly, that's all stretched out. I'm an idiot, but there is a little pocket here, and then in the back there's another little secretarial pocket. This one's a curved one, this one's a corner, but you could also stick things in here. And for that, I'm also gonna do a quick little mini setup. So I brought out a bag of die cuts that I have collected over my planning years, but I think I want her in there because she kind of matches the gray, and I have a really deep connection with this die cut. But other than that, I think I kind of want to... I don't know what else I want to put in there, but I'm just going to put her in there. I think she goes with the gray of the kit of the planner, and I'm just gonna leave that there. And so now we're gonna get into the planner, and immediately I can tell it's very thick. It's not like, yeah, it's nice and thick. Okay, and it's very white, which I know is not like the Hobonichi, because the Hobonichi is very thin and yellow. But here's the monthly view. You have 12 months in here, and it's of course undated, so you can mark these how you will or date them how you will. And I know that this setup does not exactly match the Hobonichi, so if you're trying to use stickers in here, you will have to trim some things or like try to make it work. But as you can see, there is a place for the days of the week, maybe a little spot for you to label like what month it is, or some like top washi. There's a little sidebar, and then a place for a washi strip. And I brought out a 15mm roll, and I think that fits perfectly with a little bit of squeeze maybe. I'm lining this up to the very bottom of the monthly, and it might be a little bit of a stretch. Yeah. So maybe like a 10mm washi would be perfect, or of course you could always trim washi from an Erin Condren sticker kit if you wanted to. So that is the monthly. I forgot to mention the ribbons in here. The ribbons are really nice. They're a nice, thick, sturdy grosgrain, and so they are meant to mark between your monthlies and your weekly pages. And I also forgot to put mention that there is a place for your name, and so I might put a sticker there because my handwriting is atrocious. But I'll put this here, and I will set up August later. I would do it in like a little August monthly plan with me in here, but I literally have, there are no holidays in August, and then like all I have are just like school dates, and so I might do that in a separate video. But as far as weeklies go, there are 8 boxes on 2 pages, and since it's undated, it's super easy to go from like to use each box as a day, or you could do like a week on 4 page where you use a whole box as a day. So how I will be using it is a week on 2 pages, so I'll be using this as either Monday or sidebar, be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or I will be doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and sidebar. I haven't decided yet, but if you wanted to do a week on 4 pages, it's also easy. You could just do sidebar or Monday, and then the rest of the week, and then Sunday or sidebar. So as you can see, there are little spaces for you to mark the days of the week, your date header, maybe your sidebar, what you're tracking, and etc. Honestly, you don't have to date this at all. You could just do a box for like chores or like things you need to do that week, gym, like workouts. And then of course there's a little space for bottom washi if you so choose. And then in the back there is, I don't know how many pages there are of note paper, okay, but there are quite a few pages of grid paper, which I personally love as a bullet journaler and a person in a STEM major. Graph paper is my love language. If a love note does not come on graph paper, is it really love? But anyways, yeah, that's really all there is, and of course I cannot do anything without getting a hair on that. But again, I will probably put a die cut there once I figure everything out. Now that I've done a flip through of this planner, I brought out a bunch of black pens and markers and just the most popular like pens that like the planner and bullet journal community tend to have. So I have chosen a bunch of black pens because those are the ones that tend to go most on paper, and so I will just be going into this, and since I do not have a black highlighter because I don't know if that even exists. I brought like kind of the darkest mild liner or highlighter that I own, and I chose mild liner because they tend to have like the most juice out of every highlighter that I own. And then what else? The only pen or marker I did not bring is a Sharpie permanent marker, or just like any permanent marker, because it would take a lot for a permanent marker to not show, but I don't really want to test that out because I won't be using a Sharpie in my planner anytime soon. But if you really wanted to, go for it. But I'm just gonna let that one speak for itself. I think it will. My hypothesis is that it will bleed through. I'm going to speed through my pen test and I will share with you the results in a second. So I have finished swatching all of the pens, and so now for the big reveal. Wow, okay, so all of them they actually stood up very well, and like a lot of the markers, and especially like the thicker gel pens, they usually tend to ghost and kind of bleed through, but all of these kind of did pretty well. Of course, there is always ghosting in like thinner paper, because if there was thicker paper, this planner would be incredibly thick. But other than that, it did really well, especially for like the marker. And of course I did not try permanent marker, but I'm sure that would have eaten through the paper. But with that being said, everything did really well, and so I left a spot there to kind of hand letter and kind of try to test out the waters and see how well everything does to like hand lettering in the planner. And so, sorry, I just had to kind of try to space out how much I needed to kind of see how much spacing I need in order to write this. Sorry, I can't do two things at once, but I'm just gonna let that dry. But okay, there's ghosting, but it's not like bleeding through. And like that's actually pretty good, because I found that the 07 Papermate Inkjoy tends to ghost and kind of bleed through the other side the most, but this isn't bad actually. So great paper, and I'm just gonna let that dry before it gets on the other page. But now to break down the plan with me, how I will be using this is I will be using the monthlies as kind of like as the budget page to mark my bills, paydays, and I'll probably also be putting like extracurricular events there. And then for plan with me, I'll be doing a homework plan with me in a second, and you'll see how I do that. But then for this back page, I'll be using it for school related like notes I need to take. So I already have an idea for this. So for this page, I will be tracking the scholarship dates of when they're announced, and then for the other pages, I'll be like writing down and using these pages as a brainstorm for like topics or like scholarship essays and whatever. And then of course there's a bunch more pages to use as I wish. I could also put like important dates, exam dates, and all of that, and I'm really excited about this. And with that being said, let's get into the plan with me. And I always have to compulsively check if I'm on the right page, and I am. And let's get started. For this, for my homework plan with me, it is not a reflection of my planning style, and if you would like to see my actual planning style, feel free to look at the other videos on my channel and give me a subscribe if you like them. With the plug aside, I brought out some leftover stickers, which is what I mainly use for my homework plan me's. My homework plan me's are merely just the kit leftovers and the leftover checklist that I do not use. And so everything here will be used in this week's spread. This is from Sweet Little XOXO. And for the monthly, I found this sticker sheet from a super old Lily Pulitzer planner that I used like 8th grade and freshman year of high school. And I just never really used it because I was too scared, but I think these will fit the monthly perfectly. And so they'll be for another day, and I'm not doing a monthly right now, but let's begin. So I'm planning for the week of August 12th through 18th, and this is so far in advance that I literally only have 2 things planned out, and yeah. So in my little brainstorming phase of this, I thought I was going to do the sidebar here, but I think it would be better if I put it here, because let's say if I ever wanted to do a weekend banner, it would be right there, and I think it would just be best if I just put my functional sidebar up here. And so what I am going to do, I don't even know what pen I want to use. I guess I should have decided. So typically my favorites are the marker pens, and I think they did really well. And so somewhere in this section did really well. And so I think I will be using a micron pen because I don't really use as much. Wait, I just also kind of want to see how well the .38s are. Okay, those did really well. I think the Pilot G2 and then the Uniball Signo did pretty well. The Uniball Signo tends to look kind of grayish when it comes to its ink, in at least Erin Condren, so I might also use that because since the squares are so small, I want to make sure I want to utilize as little space as possible for as functional as this will be, so I'll be using a tiniest pen as possible. And in the micron I do have a .01 tip, and so, or the 01 tip, and I think I will be doing that, well, using that later. So I'm just going to go ahead and mark the, I still don't know what pen I want to use. I think I'm just going to use the big micron. This is the 05, and I'm just going to write down August. So, August. Cool. And I don't think that's spaced too well, but let's put a little heart because we're cute. Okay. With that aside, I will just, do I have any headers? Put this down. Spendings, Etsy, schedule. Let's do schedule because I think I want to use this. Ooh, let's just do it to do. No, I lied. We're not doing it to do. Actually, because I think for my full heart checklist, I have enough 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I have enough like these pattern headers to use, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah, I will have to do a schedule, and I don't exactly know what I'm going to do this, but I think I will be using it as a cleaning situation, as like a cleaning tracker, because once this week begins, I will be living my first full week alone in my apartment off campus, and it's really exciting. But with that being said, it's also kind of one of those things where, like, if you leave something in the sink, no one's gonna clean it. And so you just kind of got to do it yourself. And I can put something there. I could probably mark like, ooh, there's also a to clean checklist, but that's also a place I could put like, hey, I mark like a memory, and so I could just do that. Ooh, there is a full box. Okay, yeah, I don't have school on Monday or Tuesday, so I will just put the full box there. I don't know how I want to do this. Do I want to do Monday, Tuesday? No, I think I'm just going to do it that way. Okay, easy enough. Just going to put this here. Oh, goodness. Okay, first time testing paper. Oh, she holds up. Okay. love her. Okay. And then I probably should have lined her up from the bottom, but it's fine. Monday, Tuesday I also don't have anything, but as far as Wednesday goes, that's when classes begin. So Wednesday, Thursday, and oh, by the way, I think it's good to mention that I am, if you're new to my channel, I am a second-year college student as of when this will begin. I will be in an apartment for the first time. Last year I was in a dorm, and so I just really need as many functional planners as possible because planners are how I keep my life together. And yeah, last year I used a Recollections, like undated school planner, I guess. Not school planner, but like academic planner. And I really liked it, but I felt like I was neglecting a lot of it. And so I just wanted something that might work a little bit better. I had some like TN inserts I was thinking or considering using, and they just did not speak to me. But once this planner came around and like it was sneaked, it was love at first sight, and I just had to have it. And okay, I see the problem here. Jesus, crooked. Okay, this paper, I see you. This paper is amazing. Wow. Okay. And this is a glossy paper, and which always isn't the most forgiving. This sticker kit has also gone through a lot. I originally put it in an insert. I realized I didn't like it, and so I took it out. And now it is going back into another planner. So if you like see the little wrinkles in the light, that's definitely my fault, not the shop owner or anyone really. I'm just an idiot, a compulsive idiot. It's fine. Sorry, I really wish I didn't have to flip this planner 1,000,010 ways, but it's fine. Nothing like a little planner acrobatics. I don't know if I want to use the little things, the meal little things, because I probably should. Because I don't really know what I will be doing, because I gotta fend for myself apparently. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and mark these days because it's starting to get confusing. So Monday, excuse my handwriting by the way, it could be a lot better, but I don't feel like turning off the camera. Tuesday, 13th, almost made a mistake. Wednesday day. 14th. Sorry, I have to compulsively check. I do know how to count. I have to check or else I will panic. 15. Yes. Friday. I don't think I have a weekend banner in this kit, so oh well. Friday is 16. I swear I know how to count. I just, for some reason, you know, just in case if these days or numbers ever magically change, just gotta make sure, you know? 17. Yep. Didn't need to check that one. Sunday. Oh, my handwriting's getting worse as it falls off the page. 18. Cute. My handwriting, not as cute, but the concept, I like it. What else am I doing? I have a bill on the 14th, which is when classes start, and that is mainly because I have tuition due. Yep, nothing like that. I guess I don't have room for little things now. I could always make room for it. Oh yeah, she fits. Ooh, there's also washi, I forgot. So I think this washi might be a little too thick. Maybe not in the weekly view. We're just gonna try it. Hopefully my head is in frame. If it is, I'm sorry. You can't see that. I'm gonna zoom you out because apparently I can't manage. Let's line you up. Oh, she fits. Okay, we're in business now. Let's see. I think I've accidentally pulled the page too tight, and so now it's kind of doing that curling thing that like Hobonichis tend to do. And so I guess to prevent that, you want to go from the coil or the binding out. Okay. By the way, this is Scotch washi. I got it from Target forever ago. I don't think Target, at least my Target, doesn't sell washi anymore. It sells like washi packs, which is fine, but it's not as fun. And I know you can get washi from like Staples or probably Office Max or any other store. Cool. Okay. I'm at a weird angle, mainly because I'm sitting on the floor, but it's fine. And then we're gonna get the second part. Cool. So now that I'm done with the bottom washi, I think I pulled that one too tight since it's kind of curling up. I think I'll just mark meals down, because let's try to keep track of how adult I can be. I can't really cook, so this will be interesting. And I don't know if I'm gonna go on meal plan or not. I think I probably should for my health, because I can see many takeout days in my future, which is not gonna be the best for me. So I think I should probably go on meal plan, but that's kind of expensive. Sure, it's worth it, but I'm broke. So I don't know. We'll just see how much I can cook. And I know it's probably bothering you guys that it's all willy-nilly all over the page, but okay, you know what? It's driving me crazy too. Okay, I just finished writing in some things, and I think that concludes my first plan with me in the PP Weeks Planner. I hope you guys kind of like this kind of review and demo, and I also want to try one more thing for any of the Happy Planner gals out there. I brought the Happy Planner books I do have, And I just kind of want to see how big these boxes are in reference to one of these. Hold on. I have it on not the best storage system, but let's just try, I don't know, this box. Width-wise, I know it will do fine, but height-wise, I just kind of want to see how tall. Okay, so if you are a Happy Planner user, I think you would have room for like a glitter header, and then you'd still have enough room to write. But other than that, I would probably use these sparingly. You could also use day extenders, which are stickers, foldable stickers that you can buy from Scribble Prints Co. And I'm sorry, trying not to rip up anything or destroy the sticker. But I know a lot of people will be using day extenders in these. I think if you are a Happy Planner, you could also do, I think it would be best to do a week on 4 pages, so you'd put your full blocks and then you do the rest of your plans on the rest of the column. And I will put this back later. I'm just gonna stick that right there off camera, and then yeah, I think that will be it. That concludes my PrintPression Weeks review and demo. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe, and I hope you have a nice day and happy planning. Bye!